Does the number $7,750,000 ring a bell? If not, it would not surprise me because we don't see that number on the ice. We see Elias Lindholm centering, Vinny Lettieri, an AHL call-up, and Oliver Wahlstrom, a waiver claim on the third line. He centers that line, but we don't see him on the ice, and it is frankly getting ridiculous. The Boston Bruins have lost once again to the New Jersey Devils this time, and I don't know what more to say. Obviously, we're missing some pieces. The lineup is not looking fresh, but this game has gotten to a point where we need to see some changes now, Don Sweeney. I'm talking directly to you. I'm not talking to anybody else. This is directly to Don Sweeney right there. I'm looking at you right now. Something has to be done. We've been seeing this team have some success, a 1 out of every 10 games. The Bruins, before this game, 3-1-1. You would say that's good, then you look at this game. You look at this team. You look at this game and notice that this team should be 0-50 on the season. You see Jeremy Swayman come out here, not his fault in this game. Nothing he can do, get pulled after 2 periods, and now we're putting him in a game tomorrow against the Ottawa Senators, which is a must-win for this team. And if this team loses this game against the Ottawa Senators, you can just as well call the season over. I want to touch on this game, but what's going wrong? We want to know. We want excuses. We don't want excuses. We want answers right now from this team. And obviously, we have guys like Georgi Merkulov. We have guys like Fabian Lysell in the AHL ready to come up, ready to make a difference on this team. And we have not been seeing it at all. I'm going to go into this. I'm looking at this game very briefly. Very, very briefly, and then looking at what issues came out of this game, why this game was a loss. I can give you 150,000 reasons, but we're looking at the advanced stats here in this one, so be sure to stick around. I want to pull up the first one, the hockey stat card. As you can see, a lot of up and down. A lot of up and down. We don't want to see this much up and down at all. We want to see a lot of positive, something that we don't have the opportunity to see this season. When you look at the top, David Pastrnak, that's it. That's all that really matters in this game. Morgan Geekie, the sole goal of this game, starting it off hot. I saw the goal thinking, wow, we're on to a hot start. Let's go. Let's continue this. Boy, was I wrong. Was I ever wrong? When you go and look, try to find Elias Lindholm here. He's there, but it would not surprise me if you don't see him because nobody looks for him, and you wouldn't even know if he was playing on the ice tonight. You wouldn't know if he was on this Bruins team or if he was in Providence, if he was in Sweden. No matter if it's the Maine Mariners of the ECHL, you would not know. Looking at this is pitiful. Looking at this stat card. No difference than looking at the box score. You see on the bottom, Jeremy Swayman, 29 shots against, 25 goals, 4 goals against. I will show you another screenshot in a minute to go and really show that no matter who was in net, this game was not on the goaltender. CEO's Corpusalo coming to this game at the end gives us a good indication that tomorrow in the game against Ottawa, another big game that we have. We saw him play in there the other day, 6-5, lost in the shootout. This is a must-win, a very tough game. We're gonna see some scrappy. We're gonna see some scrappy fights, scrappy hockey in this game, and we're gonna see just a kind of repeat. But we need a win this time. Looking at the game, Zacha, Pastrnak, Morgan Geekie, the lone point getters of this one. The goal from Morgan Geekie, of course, but when you're looking down the defense, you're looking up at the offense, it's just a whole lot of nothing. When you look at Elias Lindholm there, 16 minutes time on ice, 8 wins, 9 losses on faceoffs on that third line. We're paying $7.75 million for 7 years to a guy who is centering. No hate to Vinny Lettieri and Oliver Wahlstrom, but a guy like Elias Lindholm, what we signed him for, to be that number 1 center, should not be centering those players. Oliver Wahlstrom has been struggling. Vinny Lettieri, he's been playing well. Give him credit where credit is due, although he is right now an AHL player and what he has been for this season. Looking at this game and looking at what we're going to see for the future, I see no hope in this Bruins team. Let me know what you think. Am I tripping? Am I right in saying this, or am I just being too hateful on this team? Am I not being optimistic enough to say that this team is not even going to be sniffing the playoffs come a month and a half, I'm going to be generous and say a month. But looking at this, I see no way this Bruins team is in the playoffs when you're looking at these lines here. The defense certainly missing Hampus Lindholm. That has been there's no excuse for that. There is an injury. but you have to adjust at some point. You can't be 3 months into an injury and not find your partner after some time. That's just been a horrible spot for Brandon Carlo in this one. Zadorov not playing great. Nothing is going right for this team. But as you see, that third line, Oliver Wahlstrom, Vinny Lettieri, don't even show their numbers. They haven't been on this team long enough. Elias Lindholm, centering those guys. You have Pavel Zacha between Morgan Geekie and David Pastrnak. Pavel Zacha, great player. Great player. Not a number one center. You look at Matt Poitras, not yet a number one center. Elias Lindholm on the third line, looking at this, makes me want to rip my eyes out. And I'm not joking. I am not joking at all. Watching this team makes me want to turn off the TV, unplug the TV, bring it into a different room, and sit down and paint the wall and watch that paint dry. I'm genuinely serious at this point. And Don Sweeney, if by some sense of the imagination this video gets to you, somehow, someone shows you this, listen to me. Move some of these players via trade. Call up some of the guys that we've all been waiting for in this comment section, in every comment section, no matter what it is. If it's any bit related to the Boston Bruins, to the Providence Bruins, everybody is saying, bring the young guys up. Bring up Mirakulov. Bring up Lysell. We have to do this if you want any hope at a job in the rest of your life. I'm not joking. Looking at this and looking at these lines gives me zero hope in what this team is going to bring. But we do have a few updates from a few reporters after this game. May not be the best opportunity, but Connor Ryan, George Korpisalo in net for the third, so likely in net again tomorrow for a critical matchup against the Senators. But I mentioned a little bit ago, just want to kind of pull it out there, say that likely is going to happen, not just something that I was thinking of, not just something that seems to be the case, but after that, Swayman certainly had a very tough game tonight, but as I've mentioned, not on him. When you look at the Devils generating 13 high danger scoring chances in 45.05 of 5-on-5 ice time tonight, just about any goalie was going to be doomed with that structure or lack thereof in front of them. When you look at the right side of this graphic here, you can see the attempts the Devils had. In front of the net, the dark red obviously means more scoring chances or more high danger chances. You have to give credit to Swayman where he is actually making a save. But when you're looking at this compared to the very, very, very light blue and green that is coming from the Bruins side, it just goes to show the level of difference between these two teams. Goes to show that the Devils are built for playoff hockey, the Bruins are not. And going up against these future matchups that we have, that I will pull up here, looking at what we have, lost New Jersey, going to Ottawa, Colorado, Buffalo, Winnipeg, I see no way that there's a win in any of these games. Buffalo, not the strongest team at all. Colorado, good but struggling. Ottawa should not be as good as they are. The Bruins should be an easy win against the Senators. But you're looking at these games. The Bruins should win 3 of these, the next 3. Are they going to? Not a chance. No way. If they don't make a move, there's no chance that they win against any of these teams. Winnipeg is a for sure loss, and I'm trying to be optimistic, but it is hard to bring that to life when this team has nothing to look forward to at all until we see a move making multiple trades, multiple call-ups, and a retool or a rebuild of this team. I apologize for the rant, but I've just about had it enough with this team. I need to know what you think. Let me know, as it's been pretty common occurrence in our channel so far this season. Sound off in the comments below. It's a safe spot. Go ahead, say what you want. Talk about this team. Talk to each other. We're all on the side of things. We all know that this team is struggling. We all know that something has to be done. But we know we're just here sitting, watching this team, being able to do nothing. We can sit, we can talk, we can look at it, we can cry, we can scream, we can do whatever. We cannot do anything with this team until we see something done that is out of our control. So let me know what you think, but I do thank you for bearing with me in this video. I am sorry if I am screaming at you. I'm not screaming at you. As I mentioned, I'm screaming at Don Sweeney, but I do appreciate all your support through these very struggling times for the Boston Bruins. But we're here. We got the channel. We got all of us here together. We're talking about the team. We're hoping for the best, and I appreciate all of you. But like I said, that's all I got in this video. If you did enjoy, give it a like, hit the sub button as well. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.